good morning everyone. Now we shall present about Greenwood Solution, the acquisition strategy for Southeast Asia. I'm Sarah, this is Andrea, Shixin, Taro, and Junior, and now we shall begin.
Before starting my introductions, I would like to ask, what is agricultural technology? Agricultural technology, agri-tech, use digital tools such as sensors, IoT, Internet of Technology, and data analytics to improve farming productivity and sustainability. At the same time, investment in agriculture research and development has significantly grown over the years. As you guys can see from the screen, it's increased from $35.9 billion in 2004 to $50.4 billion in 2023, which reflects that the importance of innovations is important to agriculture. And however, despite its technological process, Southeast Asia has faced several agricultural challenges, including rapid land use change, the effects of climate change, rising food demand due to population growth, and limited farmland because of urbanization. So these challenges create opportunities to the agri-tech companies like Greenwood Solutions to expand into regions and so that to enhance the food security and support sustainable agriculture. Next, I would like to share about the purpose of the report. Firstly, we'll analyze the strategic positions of Greenwood Solutions and its expansion challenges. And next, we'll evaluate the 4 shortlisted acquisition targets for Southeast Asia, and then we'll evaluate the companies that are contributed with its local expertise, infrastructures, and market access. And then we'll recommend the most suitable acquisition target. And lastly, we'll explain how the recommendations of acquisition aligns with the Greenwood Solution to enhance the food security and support the sustainable agriculture. Next, I would like to share about the structure of the report. We have introduction, strategic analysis of Greenwood Solutions, evaluations of acquisition targets, recommendation, we recommend the most suitable acquisition targets, and critical evaluation, we will explain how the recommendation acquisition targets then align with the Greenwood Solutions. And lastly, conclusion. And now I pass it to Sarah.
Okay, thank you. So now we shall begin with the strategic analysis of Greenwood Solution. So founded in the year 1995 and headquartered in Fresno, California, the company currently has an annual revenue of $12.4 billion USD, and they currently specialize in precision agricultural systems, AI-powered crop monitoring, and vertical farming technologies. As of now, the company has expanded its presence across North America and Europe, and currently they plan to also expand into Southeast Asia by acquiring a regional agri-tech company to help them gain immediate market access and also expand their customer base. Next slide. However, they currently face several key challenges. For instance, it lacks established relationships with governments, local farmers, cooperatives, and NGOs. And on the other hand, they also have a limited presence within Southeast Asia, which makes it harder for them to have more experience with Southeast Asia's smallholder farms. Hence, their technologies have to be significantly localized in terms of cost and usability, as it was originally designed to fit the well-developed infrastructure in Western farms. Now we shall begin with the strategic needs assessment. So GRS has several strengths. A report by Warner stated that the advanced technological expertise enables precision farming, which helps them to improve crop yield while reducing costs and environmental impact. In addition, their high revenue also allows them to fund the acquisition safely and also undergo international expansion while being able to sustain losses in the short run. However, everything has its downsides. First, GRS's obvious lack of regional networks makes it harder for them to adapt to Southeast Asia's diverse agricultural practices, where many of the farmers there still rely on traditional methods. Second, their technology which was originally designed for large-scale farms, will be less suitable and affordable to fit Southeast Asia's predominantly smallholder market. On the other hand, GRS also has strong growth opportunities in Southeast Asia. The agri-tech market is currently expanding due to falling sensor costs, advances in AI technology, and labor shortages, which are currently driving the adoption of automated farming systems. In addition, events like Agritechnica Asia are providing GRS opportunities to help build their partnerships, expand their knowledge, and also strengthen its presence in Southeast Asia. So lastly, GRS faces two major threats. Climate change is expected to reduce crop yields and agricultural land across Southeast Asia, increasing pressure on food production. In addition, the declining farming population due to rural-urban migration, a lack of interest among younger farmers, and also an aging workforce may slow the adoption and growth of agricultural technologies. That's all for my part, and now I shall pass to Parth.
Let me now walk you through our evaluation of acquisition target. Firstly, Vertical Earth Farm, a Singapore-based agri-tech company which is specialized in vertical farming and indoor agriculture. They focus on urban food production. Although, they have also placed and established themselves as the leader in agri-tech sector in Southeast Asia. They have several strengths. Firstly, they have strong expertise in vertical farming and indoor agriculture. This provides Green Root Solution an easy way to implement their solution or their acquisition easily. Next, they have also shown a strong financial growth. They have reported a revenue of USD 56 million last year. This is a record growth over the past 3 years, which is equals to 36%. They also align with Singapore's 30 by 30 sustainable food goals, which aligns with Green Root's ESG goals. Lastly, they are backed by private equity. Their investors are open to 100% acquisition. Although they have these advantages, they also have few disadvantages. Their operation is highly cost due to their implementation of high technology. Their limited experience in lower income and rural markets limits them from entering or developing in developing countries such as countries who still use traditional markets. Their high establishment will lead to high acquisition price. Them leading the industry may lead to where the cost of acquisition is high. Moving on to Vietgrow Urban Farm, a Vietnam-based urban farming company which specializes in smart agriculture solutions. They are also expanding their markets in Vietnamese cities. Their strengths relies on their innovative urban agriculture products, which also builds their strong branding among their urban consumers. Their rapid revenue growth of 45%, which is equals to USD 26 million only comparing 2 years. Lastly, their founder is also open to full acquisition for regional scale-ups. For their weaknesses, they have weak profitability compared to the other acquisition targets. They have limited management experience, which leads to limited rural scalability. Lastly, their untested technologies in smallholder farming may lead to Green Root Solution to not expanding in rural markets. Now